poison.
Oh, Dad, hold on. Dad, what was this?
You go to sleep?
No, I did like this. I ate out there. I couldn't fall on the floor. What you want to do? Fall on the floor? I should have been going. Poison. If you eat something, go to sleep. She'll, Daddy, you look asleep. That's a long sleep. You're dead. Poison.
Building. Layers. Burger. Cheeseburger.
You mean to tell me that you did not know I was making a sandwich with the pillows? It's a sandwich. I built the whole sandwich for you, Megan. Really? Really? But I think you were hungry. That's why you said cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger.
She really should have said
I'm a pass. Okay.
double cheese.
Freeze. I mean, what the?
Humility and trust, local love, communication, that local love, humility, local love.
Daughter, where you at? I'm in the kitchen. What's up? How are you? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. Come break it down with me real quick. Just put yourself down. Come break it down with me. You ready?
Oh, now you want.
Yeah, I want you to sit down. Come on. You ready? Come on.
I'm not gonna play with you.
Gain some rhythm. Come on. Gain some rhythm. No. Come on. Here you go. There you go. Come on. You're not gonna do it with me. No, why you do me like that?
I'm the one that do you like that.
You know I love to do TikToks with you though.
I know.
So mean. What you been up to?
You know what I've been up to, but nothing. Work.
Work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No play? Or a whole lot of it?
A whole lot. If we're being honest, a whole lot.
Well, I got a question for you. Something interesting. Me and your dad was talking about a little bit earlier. Do you think you'll ever get married?
The route I'm going, maybe in 10 years, 15. It'll take them forever to marry me.
Why do you say it's gonna take them forever to marry you?
Cause I ain't ready yet.
You're not ready yet? Mm-mm. Well, that's good. No, that's good to know. Like, seriously, that's good to know that you're not ready. So that if you were ever if anyone was to ask you in this season, you know you're not ready.
Yeah.
So.
Where Daddy at?
Where Daddy
Why
at?
he marry you? Let me ask him that.
Yeah. For sure. Like, for sure, ask her that. Dad! Daddy! Call your daddy.
Dad! Now, I know you heard us call you about 3 times already.
Where the clothes?
I don't have none. These are the clothes. If every time you're gonna ask me where my clothes at, just start sending me money every month so I can shop, so I can get some clothes that you like.
Like you shopping at the half-off store.
That's what it is. Why you marry her?
What?
But you know what?
What are y'all talking about?
Talking
Why
about
you marry her?
marriage. I had to ask her a question about marriage, and she was like, "Why did Daddy marry you?" I want to ask him. So I was like, "Good," but that's a great question. But let's not have this conversation right here. This is something we got to sit down and talk about.
Okay. I need to think about that question.
Yeah, think about it.
Okay.
It's some days after the anniversary. You gotta think about it. That ain't good. You're supposed to know off top.
Were you here on our anniversary?
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go into the dining room and talk about that. Okay. All right. Action.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know how I got pulled into this conversation, but I'm very interested in knowing how. And why were you all talking about it anyway?
Because I just, you and I talking about marriage, what we've been through, how our anniversary turned out. I wanted to ask her, did she ever see herself get married? And she turned the question around and she was like, well, why did Daddy marry you? And let's ask her.
some questions are just still waiting for an answer. I don't know.
So really, you don't know. After 13
Well,
years.
after 13 years, the question ponders, man, why? But in the beginning, I married your mom not for her looks, not for her body, not for what came along with her body. I truly thought that felt that we made a good tandem. Where she needed help at.
I'm so sorry, but you used the word tandem.
Like I know what that means.
I'm sorry.
I mean, baby,
We were-
that word, yes.
I hate you.
I'm like, yeah.
We made.
All right.
We made.
So
we
she's
made a
gonna
good
look
team.
up the word. She gonna
We made it to him.
be like, hold on, I know what it means. I'm not sure she know what it means, but I like the way you use that word.
See, this is what I deal with. This is what you don't. This is what you don't see about marriage.
I'm just saying.
How you spell it? I'm for real. DEM or DUM? A tandem is a bicycle with seats and pedals.
Tandem. There are two words there. You spelled it wrong. A tandem means working together. Seriously, I married your mom because she made me better. She didn't make me better as not in the aspects or perspective of a man. She made me better as a person because she made me want it more for myself. Yeah, like I always tell Stacey, she doesn't enhance me in my manhood. She enhances me as a husband. And that alone makes me want to grow as a man. If I grow as a man and I'm growing in my husband role, I can't lose. But what made me marry her over the years have changed because I know more about her now. So when you ask me that question 13 years in, man, where do I start? Because if I had to go back now, I think I will see something different in her, and I might not marry her. I might marry her. Well, I might not marry her then. I may marry her quicker, because what I know about your mom now didn't take me 3 years to know. Yeah, it don't take. That's why I tell people now. People say, I hadn't known her long enough. If there's a connection there, it doesn't take you 6 months. It doesn't take you 2 years to date and do all the things married people do.
Now, let me bring some balance to that though, okay? Because you're 22, right? From where you are, dating 3-5 years, you still got some things that you have to learn about you. You still have some things you got to learn about him. So being the age in which you are, it's totally different with me and Dad. Okay, I was 28 when he met me. Divorced, 2 kids, you and Morgan, and he's 24 at the time. Mm-hmm. He still was single, building some things, and it's like, but there was something about me that made him want to say, I think I can see myself with her long term.
Our marriage, it came with a few more obstacles. Understand, I'm young 20s, single, and I get married to a woman who's had 2 failed marriages and 2 kids. The odds are already stacked against me, because now not only do I have to prove myself worthy, I have to fight through all the scars and the downfalls that she's already suffered.
I'm glad we're having this conversation because I agree and I don't agree. You have to have enough maturity, enough common sense to say, I know I'm not ready for this. I know I'm not what the picture he's painting. If you're out there making immature and crazy and dumb decisions, and somebody can say, girl, you so mature, first red flag. I know I'm mature.
Because you know you're not mature. I mean, it's about being real with you and who you are,
So in those things, but I married the right woman. I had choices as well, did she.
I mean, and just being real, I was proposed to 11 times, to 10 times prior to your dad, okay?
When I met my wife, I didn't know this at the time. If I'd have known this I don't know how it would have went.
Yeah, she was proud. She was proud. She was proud too. See, I'm number 11. I'm won twice. So
Whatever.
You said no to a lot of people, right?
I said no to a lot of
Okay.
people, yes.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, no to a lot of people. A lot. Yeah. Hence, me going into my second marriage, I'm not going to lie, it was because I wanted you and Morgan I wanted to be a family with somebody. I wanted all aspects of family. And I felt like just bringing him into the fold, my second husband, which was completely wrong. Because it wasn't the same type of thing that I had for Joaquin when I decided to love him. Was I completely whole and healed when I went into this marriage? No. But this marriage did teach me something about love. It taught me something about life. It taught me something about sacrifice too. And there were some things that I had to do that was self-sacrificial that had to come out of me in order to make this marriage what it needed to be. Because our marriage is truly made. We have a made marriage. We've worked hard at this. And it's going to always be work. It's going to always be work. So that's why I thought about you when I was thinking about marriage over the past week. And I was like, I wonder, will we ever get to walk you down the aisle?
I don't know if it's on time soon. I don't know what's name. I don't put it.
And I would
whenever
tell-
he ready. I might be.
But no, this is the
Still working
thing.
on myself,
You can't
so
do that
I'm
either.
right now.
Yeah.
And that's all you have to do.
Yeah, work
That's
on
all
you.
work on you. Because when you get to the point of saying, well, when he's ready, but what if he's ready and you're not? What most people do, they will, like Stacey just said, they'll not only settle, they will settle expecting that person to be what they need and meet all the expectations that they have in the moment.
And not grow to it.
Yep. Just because I'm a good friend, don't mean I'm gonna be a good husband. That's a big difference. See, a friend can be there for you. Hey man, come. Hey, I'm gonna have a flat tire. I'll come get you. But when I gotta be your husband and I gotta put up with all of you
And her kids.
and her kids, I go back and think about it. I'm gonna tell
you, baby.
I'm gonna tell you when
you.
I'm gonna tell you when I thought I might want to leave your mama alone. The first time we ever went to Red Lobster, all of us, and Stacey said, "Let them order by themselves." I said, "Okay, this is gonna be interesting." And I'm looking at the kid menu,
And we looking at the other meat.
and I ain't know you said, and this is what you said at 7 years old. This is what you said. Yes, I would like the Alaskan snow crab. I said, Stacey, how old is she?
So now y'all see how I feel about Max asking me to take
Hold on.
him to go get some crab.
Hey, there's a common denominator here.
That's both of y'all.
Nope,
Max is both of y'all.
I didn't know his place.
Yeah, Max is the both of us.
Max is both
But
of
his
y'all.
taste,
Yeah,
That's true.
his taste is for sure me.
$25 for one meal for a 9-year-old. I don't like that.
and then he don't want to share. So those are things. But this is the thing. When I fell in love with your mom, I fell in love with you all. And I know you didn't understand it at the time. I didn't expect you to. And I had to. So you have to make some sacrifices in marriage, Megan, that most people don't understand. And you have to know that you're standing on something for the better. I came into you all's lives understanding that I had a role to play. I wasn't playing a role. I had a role to play.
But to see where Megan has grown from to, I think we started to see that when she was a senior in high school, where she really allowed Joaquin to be everything he had been trying to be in her life. And just things happening in her life that Joaquin had shared with her. He was like, baby, if you make this choice, this could happen. If you make this choice, this could happen.
And I want to just be the best that I want to be for you all. And I want to make sure I pushed you all to be the best. That's what I used to always tell you. And I think now, at your age now, you're like, I see daddy. But then you couldn't see it. And I didn't expect you to. And I think that caused a lot of headbutting between us. Because you had never had a real strong man in your life. Not one that really be getting your behind. And you're not expecting something out of it. Well, I know daddy's gonna get me this. No, daddy gonna get you some act right. So, I am so proud of the young lady that you've become. Not happy with some of the decisions you make,
What decision?
Yeah.
But that's to be expected though.
No. I expect you to make mistakes, not bad decisions. Mistakes and bad decisions are two different things.
Say the same thing.
No, they're not. People make mistakes because they don't know. People make decisions because they think they can get away with it. Or they can get through, or they can get by or get over on somebody. See, those are decisions. See, when I'm speeding, because I do speed, those are not mistakes. Those are decisions.
So what's the mistake?
If I'm driving and I don't see a sign that says one way, and I turn down and all of a sudden got traffic coming at me, I didn't know. That's a mistake. If I'm running from the cops and make that same choice, no, that's a choice because I'm trying to get away. Seriously, those are decisions. If I
guess.
and just like this, okay, let's stick with the relationship part. If I commit to someone, and I'm gonna say this right, I'm to be totally honest with you. If I'm not married, Megan, I really don't have to be committed to it. Technically. But if I verbally tell someone I'm with you, let's honor that. So yeah, going into marriages is tough, especially when you're living a life that you already probably know you shouldn't be living. Yeah. My goal in marriage was to try to make one woman happy. And I'm telling you, that's the hardest goal I've ever had to set for myself.
We're never happy.
Not never happy, never satisfied.
No, yes you can.
And
No,
that's
I'm saying,
and
like-
I say that jokingly because this is the thing. If Stacey puts a ceiling here and say, I need this to be met, and I meet that ceiling, I don't understand how that ceiling grows. I thought this was a ceiling. Your ceiling is adjustable.
Mine is never a ceiling though.
What is
Mine
yours?
not a ceiling.
What was yours?
Like there's no like on what to say, like with commissions, it's there is you just
unlimited,
keep
huh?
going up. Like I don't have a ceiling.
You got
I
that
never
right.
want anybody to just hit this and feel like it's
Something wrong with you.
like seriously, I don't ever want you or me to get to a point where I hit it and
Do it again.
no, I need you to stop and get your mind out of the wrong place. Anyway, no, I'm just saying the ceiling, I don't have a ceiling. It's baby, we need to shoot.
So I've never hit the ceiling.
Oh my God.
I'm just asking a
Talk about
question.
something else right now. I don't want to hear. Don't answer that question.
I'm not.
Next.
I'm not.
On to the next thing, please.
So
Have I at least reached the astral stratosphere?
No.
it's a matter of going well and over and beyond.
I think I am.
Oh, you do. You do. You are well over and beyond. You find new ways to love me daily.
And I have to. I have to. And this is one of the biggest things I need you to understand, Megan, as a young lady who one day I truly hope to see be a great wife. And you will be. But you also have to be a good teacher. And a good teacher requires patience. Think about some of your best teachers that you had in school. They were patient with people.
Very.
But they were good at what they did, right?
I guess. I hate my teachers.
As this is the
I got
thing.
one favorite teacher.
And I have one favorite teacher. Because this is the only one that can actually teach me. Seriously, she's the only one that can teach me how to be a husband.
And so as a parent, like what could we teach you? What could we say? And what could we do to help you grow to be what you feel like you need to be as a wife? Do you know what that looks like?
Yeah, I know what it looks like. I need some therapy first. That's all.
Some therapy. And that's good because most of our community doesn't, they look at therapy and mental health as this
Negative stigma.
as a negative stigma.
Yeah.
That is put on us. So to know and to be able to say, I need therapy, and I know, me and you have talked about that you do need to talk to someone because even being what Daddy and I are and what we do, we're too close to the situation to be able to be the ones to help you. So someone from the outside. And I understand that because of my mental health background that we aren't the ones to help you. But is there anything else that we can show you or just continue to do to help build you?
No. Because I feel like I'm doing good. I come to talk to you when I need to about something, but for the most part, it's just
You don't
something I
talk-
got to deal with.
Why you don't talk to me?
Because you're a man. You're my
I
dad. I don't want to talk to you about certain things.
got you. But you do need that male perspective sometimes.
I I'm gonna let him get the male's perspective from you, and I'm gonna get the perspective from a woman, and then we can come together and talk about that. But that's why.
But do you feel like you can get that perspective from him though?
Who?
From
Whoever.
him, from whoever,
Oh, yeah.
from
Yeah.
if he is willing to get the male perspective, do you think
That's
you would
the
receive
only
it?
thing.
And so
if he willing, I'm willing. He just don't like to listen to nobody. So
Okay, but
it'd be
then here's
hard.
my thing: why won't you get the male perspective?
Because even if I get the male perspective and the female perspective, I'm gonna be talking about both perspectives to a brick wall.
Okay,
So why? So when I get a perspective, I just think about it by myself.
But that's not growth.
I know it's not, but we've already talked about this, and he know that because it wasn't me. I had did my part.
No, there's never
He wasn't.
your part.
He didn't do his.
okay.
As in when I was talking to him and telling him what to do and listen to certain people, he wasn't.
So let me ask you this: can you listen to a FM stereo station? Can you listen to that same station on the AM frequency?
I guess not. I don't get that.
If I go to the AM station trying to go to the same station that I played on the FM, it doesn't work. Different frequencies. So I'm gonna hear something totally different. And when you're dealing with people, especially the opposite sex, sometimes I'm saying one thing and they're hearing another. And nobody's wrong. There's just no commonality with the conversation. So a lot of times this is what we get. You wrong, I'm right. It's not a wrong or right. It's how do we get to where we need to be to understand our words.
To where we comprehend, we're able to. So how do we get to a point to where we're not going back and forth, where we comprehend, we compromise, there's humility. There are all of these things that are engulfed in the conversation so that we understand each other, even if we have to agree to disagree. Because this is how you feel, but this is how I see it, you know? And you guys can bring that together and say, and it's about empathy too. Like when there's a lack of empathy, oh my God, there is so much that is lacked in relationships when there's no empathy because he can't see it from your standpoint, from your perspective, because he's not willing to put himself in your shoes, or he just can't.
How you just can't?
Because I'm not a woman.
Not necessarily because I'm not a woman, but
I'm talking me.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of empathy though, Joaquin. You're willing to put yourself in my shoes, even though you're not a woman.
I grew up with a lot of women who pushed a lot of stuff on me. Maybe he did not. I don't know.
But you said because I'm not a woman, but that
But
I think
I'm not a woman. So there are certain things I don't understand.
right. But you can still empathize with me though. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But do you understand that that's how I'll kind of groom myself to be to empathize with women to get my way?
Yeah. That was a form of
Yes. So if some people are not like that, it's hard to do. You know, you can't squeeze apple juice out of an orange.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I got one for you. Like, no, seriously.
Mom, I ain't got time for these
No,
right now.
seriously.
Are you
This is a
serious?
good one. No, seriously. This is a good one. How is tofu and
You can't even think of it.
I know it.
Oh.
How is tofu and a dildo's the same? Do you know what it is? How are they the same?
Morgan.
No.
I was totally
How is tofu and a dildo alike? How are they alike?
Well, I've never had either one, so.
You can't eat.
No, they're both meat substitutes.
How we get on that from the conversation we was having?
He just said something that made me think of comparing the two. They're both meat substitutes.
You're sick.
Stacey, get out.
Say it.
Why did you?
Just say it.
We having a good
you just
conversation.
said something that made me think of wow. That's how it's like. I think it was how you can empathize and something just made me think of that particular joke. So just thought I'd tell y'all that. They're both meat substitutes, but it's the truth. They are both meat substitutes.
Megan.
I think this conversation's probably over.
We can sit here till we blue in the face. Marriage cannot be explained in one sitting.
It can't.
The complexity of marriage, man. Every married couple you can sit down, they can tell you a different story or something different about marriage. That's one thing about marriage. Your marriage is going to be unique because it's your marriage. Mm-hmm. This is Mama's third marriage. All three of them have been unique.
Very unique. Yeah.
And this is the thing, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna say this with all honesty. And I'm not saying this to your situation, anybody, and I'm not trying to point you in any kind of direction. But when you know something may not be what it is, you need to be able to walk away and be okay with it. Yeah. You have a lot of people that say this about me. Why I married him because we had been together 5 years. I wasn't finna waste those years. Well, you've been together 5 years. You probably knew a year or two. They probably wouldn't have won for you. But now you want to make something. You want to squeeze that circle into a square.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just doesn't work that way. You have to be willing to walk away. Mama, no. I was willing to walk away. No, we gonna make this. We're not going to play games. If we're gonna be serious about this, let's be serious about this. It's two grown individuals, because everybody want to be grown until it's time to be grown.
Yeah. Or until it's time to tell the truth.
Time to be grown.
Yeah. Time to be grown.
No, just be grown.
And another thing is, don't marry potential. Marry reality.
Marry reality.
What is sitting right in front of you? Don't marry the potential that's in that person, because they may not ever live up to that potential. Nope. Marry the reality. We've
had people tell us, well, I thought my husband would be able to do the things my daddy did. You didn't marry your daddy.
All right.
And if he didn't show you he had those potential before, do you think they're just going to magically manifest? Mm-hmm. Yep. So you got to be able to. Look, you may marry somebody who he cannot cut a yard like I can. He can't mow a yard like I can, or wash a car like I can. But if he can pay for those services to be done for you, he taking care of you.
Perfect. We're good.
Yeah.
But
so
you see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So going in another direction real quick, like from a therapy standpoint, would you like a male or a female?
Female.
Female, black or white?
No, I don't care.
Doesn't matter. Okay. So just wanted to know.
You probably a black.
So that's something, and I did send you some information on that as well. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We'll find someone else.
You probably be black. So, attitude can get our way sometimes.
Oh,
I don't think I would get an attitude with her.
Yeah, not with therapists.
But I don't get an attitude. I don't even have that attitude. I don't have that attitude anymore.
We speaking those things as though I got you. Speak that thing, girl.
I don't have a bad attitude no more.
Who you trying? I'm not trying.
Who you trying to? I don't have a
I'm
bad
agreeing
attitude.
with you. Are you trying to convince me? Yes, I am.
You're barely.
I love you.
What they got to do with it? What they got to do with it? I've been fixing myself. I don't have bad attitude.
One of the things that we saw her deal with a lot, hitting the age of 18 up until probably about recently, was anger. We saw a lot of the anger rise up in her up until about 6 months ago. Just via conversations, Megan has been different. If they've had to have tough conversations, she would call one of us, me or Joaquin, and kind of see where she should go with it and how she should approach and deliver the information to him. So that has truly shown us how she is working on not being so aggressive, so assertive, and just rude.
You've come far.
Yeah.
You have come extremely far. Like that anger thing, I see it. It has completely changed from a year ago.
I just make my faces now and keep it to myself. Mm-hmm. And I'm still trying to work on my faces, and they don't work because I have some people that be like, fix that. And I don't even know I'm doing it.
Yeah, you can't worry about some people. Mom's still the same way.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely having time.
Okay. I'm glad I'm glad you all called me in on this conversation.
Absolutely.
And it's something we can talk about, on other occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I'm gonna get married.
Yes, when you're about to get married, we definitely gotta have that conversation.
Oh, we definitely will have that conversation. Mm-hmm. But even from this point on, if you something's, on your mind, just talk to her. Because I definitely do not want you and your future husband to walk through some of the mistakes and bad decisions we made. The struggles we had.
sure.
Because a lot of struggles in marriage are self-inflicted.
Yeah, for sure.
They're self-inflicted. So don't ever let anybody tell you it's wrong. And anybody that tells you marriage is bad, they're lying. You know, God made marriage, and that's why it's one of the greatest things people can ever do. But it's the people that get into a marriage that give it a bad name.
Talking to my daughter about why I decided to marry her mom, all the things I had to think about, the obstacles I knew I was gonna have to face, the obstacles I didn't know about, that was very, very special for me. You know, for her to hear my heart. Our marriage is gonna be the marriage that she truly, truly resembles or compares her marriage to. This is the closest thing she's ever seen. She grew up watching us. She grew up watching us fight through conflict, learn how to coincide with one another. I look forward to more moments like that.
Do you think your mom married well this time?
You said, do I think? Yeah, she probably did.
She probably did. Do you love who she married?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Mm-hmm. You put some clothes on.
See, that's what that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink my drink.
Yeah, go on and drink your drink. All right.
Well, I don't know about your mom, but I love you.
I love you.
Right?
On the next episode of That Loper Love.
One time you whooped both of us because somebody lost mama sunglasses and it was Megan. And we were trying to tell you it was Megan, but you whooped both of us. I was like, I ain't even do nothing. I've been trying because of you. Yes, you did. They was in the bag hanging on the door and you took them.
Who had to pee every time, after a whooping, every time you had to pee?
Every
Like,
time.
you had to pee so bad.
Every time.
Mom, I gotta pee. Be all over you. I was so scared. I was so scared.
That was the cop said. The cop said, you gotta be in the wrong place.
I wasn't even scared that if Daddy would come. I'm scared. I knew that was
That's something that she ain't going for.
Yeah.
What the police officer told Morgan, I knew you. Yeah, you don't belong here. Your mama pulled up in this truck with a dog in the passenger seat.
Just listen. In Memphis, we was the whitest black family ever. The whitest. Out of all my friends, out of the neighborhood, for sure. For sure. For real.
I ain't never seen nobody who mow the grass 2 times a week.
We lied and said I fell downstairs when y'all was sitting right in the yard